Nathan Anderson, first Metro starter, first Metro winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. It's good.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been doing harness racing for about 5 years. I worked in mining before that, but yeah, I hope to stay in harness racing forever now.
So, who have you learned off? Who's been able to teach you a few things?
Barry Matheson, Adam Regari, Greg Regari. They give me a start first off, and I knew nothing. I learned a lot off them, and then I stayed there for about 2 years, and I went to Guy Chappell's. I stayed there for about a year, and then yeah, I'm out on my own now. So yeah, it's good.
How many horses are you training?
Only 6 at the moment, but I'd like to get more.
So when the horse charged out of the gate and found the top, what were you thinking? Did you think, oh, I'm in with a chance here?
I honestly thought that if he got to the front and he got a cheap quarter, I said to Todd at the start, if you get a cheap quarter, he should be able to run home. There shouldn't be anything that'll beat him. So yeah.
And how did you get the horse to train?
Actually, I had a horse for a guy down in Young, the champions here, and I had a bit of a falling out with that bloke, and I went down to pick him up, and there was a guy feeding him and the champions here, and he said, you can take this horse as well, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'll take the horse for sure, and I was stoked as to put him on the float, and then yeah, it's been good.
So what's the plans with him now?
I'll probably come back here next week. I'll see how he is, but he's pulled up good, so yeah, I'll come back next week and see how he goes.
Well, congratulations with your second career winner, your first winner at Menangle. It's going to be a quick trip home, I'd suggest.
Definitely. Thank you.
Mark, that's a nice win with Strawberry Courage tonight.
Yeah, very impressive, Greg. He's been here for the third time tonight now, and each time he's hit the line well, and tonight was no different.
I think in his last 10 starts, he's only missed the place once, and that was when he ran 4th, so he's been ultra consistent.
Yeah, very consistent. We purchased him from New Zealand. He's been very consistent since we had him. He's done a terrific job for connections, and hopefully we can reinvest shortly.
The Menangle Country Series, it's a nice one for horses that are trained outside of the Sydney area, and understandably you've been targeting a few of these?
Yeah, I target these races with my horses. Probably I wouldn't be in the game as a full-time professional without the races. They certainly help people in the provincial and country areas, and they're a godsend to us really.
And what about the moves tonight? You went forward at the start and all of a sudden you shuffled back a little bit further than maybe you'd thought?
Yeah, I wasn't too concerned. I had a nice trip throughout. I had the 1-1 early, then shuffled back to 1x2. But he was always travelling well, and when I hooked him out, he really attacked the line well.
He's really got a lot of straight line speed.
Yeah, he's not a very big horse, but he's really well put together, really athletic, and attacks the line well here, which is really important, and they can come down here and race well at Menangle.
So what's your plans with him now?
Didn't really have a plan after tonight, so we'll just take him home and have a look at the program and assess it from there.
How did you find him out of New Zealand? Did you find him yourself, go through an agent?
I use a bloodstock agent, Global Bloodstock, Daryl Kidd. So I've had a bit of luck with Daryl over the years, so that's how I found him. He was only a cheapie, and we've had a lot of luck, so hopefully, as I said, we can reinvest shortly.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight, well done.
Thanks very much, Greg.
Another win on Thunder Road.
Yeah, no, it was good to win that race. Yeah, no, he's just getting better and better, you know.
What's the story with him? He was a former pacer, he's now a trotter. How did you work out that he wanted to be one?
Well, I just, he won one race here pacing, and I gave him about 5 starts. He started favourite every start, run a 3rd, a 4th and a 5th, and he won. And then at home I don't put the hobbles on him much to work him, you know, just give him a canter or a jog. So I went down there with a couple of horses and started working, and he went around with the racehorse just trotting around my track, and he didn't want to break, so I said, I'll try him as a trotter.
So he's just got better and better at trotting?
Yeah, really, and like, I've drove some nice trotters, but he's just as smooth as they come. You know, you won't get a nicer horse to drive. And he's just stepping away from the stand now. He had a little bit of trouble there. Early he used to take off pacing, but now he's just starting to trot. Every time he goes out, he just gets better.
So what's the plans with him long term?
Oh, well, I mean, see how we go. I mean, there's some good races next year. You know, I wouldn't be frightened of travel with him. I think he's good from the mobile. He led here the other night, 56, and yeah, no, he's the sort of horse that'll just get better, I think.
You were at the rear of the field and then you thought you'd make the move and get up outside the leader?
Yeah, well, when the 2 fancy runners were back behind me, I thought, oh, well, and Jared's sort of done a bit of work. I thought, I'll get up outside him now because I'm pretty strong and sort of run the race where I wanted then. And like you said, he ran home pretty quick and too strong.
Were you ever worried turning for home that something from behind would get you?
Only Blake's horse, if he was probably sitting on me back, might have been a danger. But when I knew he was 3 back, I knew, because my blade don't stop, you know, I knew he'd have trouble getting me.
And he looks like a horse that likes the week-to-week sort of racing.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't hurt him, you know. I mean, he pulls up great and he's a good doing horse. And, yeah, it's interesting to see what we'll do with him. I mean, you know, I wouldn't be frightened to put him against the good trotters, you know. He's all right.
Congratulations tonight. Well done.
Thanks a lot.